What do we have at the foundation, please? Seven of Wands at the foundation of the reading. Right before I began this reading, I got the message, they made fun of you and where you were going, but now they want your help. And out of the 78 cards in the tarot deck, there's not one other card that would detail that message better than the Seven of Wands. This is an energy here that wanted you to give up. It's an energy that wanted you to be so discouraged that all your plans just fall apart and you come running back to them. For some, this has to do with some sort of toxic family dynamic that you've broken away from. You're carving out your own path because the way these family members were living their lives no longer resonated with you. You have a black sheep kind of energy to you. You essentially have taken a stand, and now you're taking your own solo journey and heading towards your destiny as a means to fulfill your mission in this life cycle. 100% of the time, when you take a path like this, which is the path least traveled, they're going to come for your character. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to point and they are going to laugh. But what they don't know is, behind the scenes, the divine is priming you for greatness. Greatness is also met with a lot of failure before it's attained, which means you need to get up and keep pushing forward no matter what. You, your higher self, the divine, and your guides and God are all you have. Recently, we have moved through a portal where the universe and Mother Nature are speaking to you. There's signs and synchronicities around all of you. I myself can't stop seeing the numbers 144, 1144, 114, 1014, 14. It's everywhere. Every time I look at the clock, I see a different sequence of these numbers, but there's always a 1 and there's always a 4. This is the universe encouraging you and reminding you how powerful you truly are and that you have the ability more than now to create your own reality, but you must get up and you must keep pushing forward. Our reality is bombarding us with distractions, with fear, and this is why these synchronicities, these signs are increasing. Usually the signs and synchronicities I see in my own personal life have to do with where I'm at, but the signs and synchronicities I've been seeing for the past couple of weeks now all have to do with the collective as a whole. I've been getting these messages that all of us have come together on the etheric plane. It's as if everybody has woken up. I just heard the sleeping giant is now awake. There's this energy of unification that I've been feeling. It's as if we've all come together and we're planning our attack. Now, the way that's going to look in our own waking life is us each individually pressing forward towards this energy of purpose, towards this energy of happiness. At the end of the day, this is what it all comes down to. We all just want to be happy. But this day and age, it's something that we must fight for, which sounds completely absurd, but I don't think a single one of you out there would disagree with me. When I think of the signs that I've been getting, the synchronicities, the number sequences, I think about Voltron. And for those of you that don't remember what Voltron was, Voltron were all these robots that came together to form one big robot. It was something that was very big in the 80s. But that to me is a perfect representation of how I feel when I think of all of you. It's as if we're all coming together. Even though we may not be together, physically speaking, we're all spread out throughout the collective. We're right where we need to be. We're in our allocated positions. It's as if we're creating this web. And energetically, we're all synchronizing together. We're all sending out these vibrations of hope and purpose from wherever we are on this planet. And this is how we shift the collective. See, we must be spread out to be able to create this blanket, this shock wave that shifts the collective into the next vibration. So I'm here to tell all of you that you're right where you need to be in this moment and to focus on these signs and synchronicities. I was also walking my dog earlier today, and me and my dog got swarmed by all these orange butterflies, which are all about transformation. I just stood there as they swarmed around us, and I had this big smile on my face, and I was trying to really focus on the thoughts, the emotions, trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I looked up at the sky. I was just looking at everything around me outside of the distraction of our reality. And I just kept hearing collective transformation. I knew that it was beyond just me. It's bigger than just me. I'm just the individual that's here to deliver the message to you that you're on the right track. The universe sees you. The universe is very proud. The fact that all of us have managed to wake up inside this system of distraction and control is a complete miracle. I just heard those who are not awake in your life right now are not one of us. A lot of you are being called to separate yourself from individuals right now. There's a very specific reason for that, and it's very important that you don't fight against that. Also, you're being called not to engage with any of these individuals because there's no time to waste. You're being called to very specific allocations, energetically speaking, in order to begin the preparations for what the divine has planned for you. What do we have? The sacral, please. Two of Swords, Libra energy at the sacral. Goes along perfectly with everything I'm saying now. A lot of you are being called. A lot of you feel like you're stuck at some sort of crossroads. You don't know which way to go. But the energy I'm feeling here, it's very black and white. There's no gray area. You're either taking the left-hand path or the right-hand path. The universe is making it very clear to you what you must do in your own life. I do feel some resistance here. Some of you are trying to question what you're getting intuitively. I'm here to tell you that those messages you're getting are spot on. It's your environment that's causing you to question your own higher guidance. That's the whole purpose. The distractions, the matrix, it's all supposed to get us to submit in subcapacity here. There's a lot of confusion around all of us. It seems like it's increasing. It's everywhere. Everything is connected. Everything is relevant. However, there are a handful of places that you can receive your messages without disruption. Number one, meditation. This is going to allow you to take out the garbage that builds up inside our minds on a daily basis. This is incredibly important. This allows you to receive clear-channeled messages on how you're to move. Number two, the signs and synchronicities all around you. I highly encourage you to try and get out into nature. Watch the wildlife. Watch the insects. Watch the leaves as they're blowing in the winds on the trees. Look at the colors of the flowers. Look at how the animals you see on a daily basis interact with their environments. There's messages amongst all of this. The earth, Mother Nature, the universe is speaking to you through the things that are least affected by human hands, which is an interesting thing to say. That came out of my mouth without even thinking about it. And I'm not going to stop to try and think about it. I'm just going to leave that with all of you to analyze the way you see fit. Go outside and look at the stars at night. Look at the moon. Look at the blue sky during the day. Feel the wind against your skin. It's in these moments that I just detailed here that you're going to get downloads, messages. After I was swarmed by the butterflies, I was walking away and I got flooded with different downloads regarding different areas of my life, as well as this reading I'm doing here for all of you. I felt so excited. I got out my phone immediately and started recording voice memos into my phone because I was afraid that I would lose the emotion of that moment, which speaks about the time we're in. Sensing and feeling emotions is so fleeting. Our attention spans for emotion has become so short, whether that be good or whether that be bad. It's just something that I've begun to notice. But rather than try and fight that or analyze what that may be, it's best that we just flow with that. So in saying that, I'd make sure that all of you have a pen and paper, your phone, or something to record ideas into as you're going throughout your day. You're going to need it. The messages are going to start flooding through to you if they haven't already, and you need to pay attention to all of this. A lot of you are going through struggles in your life right now. You need answers. You need a way out. And the divine is delivering these messages to you right now because you're needed elsewhere. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Eight of Swords, Gemini energy at the solar plexus. This speaks on everything that we're picking up here. Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords right in the middle. This is representing, let's say, you taking the left-hand path, staying imprisoned inside this energy, where you're not heading towards your calling. You're not listening to the signs and synchronicities. And this Seven of Wands represents the opposite. But what's interesting here is that what I said is the left-hand path is actually on the right side. It's like a energy of a bait and switch. It's as if the left-hand path is trying to paint itself to look like the right-hand path, which can speak on individuals in your life who are pretending to be on the same path as you, just to re-engage you in these karmic cycles. I'm picking up an imposter kind of energy. You see, their only purpose is to make sure you don't escape, because they know how close you are to achieving some sort of success in your life. The success could just be you getting away from them, which would naturally lead you to your path, which takes you in a direction of even more success in your life. But what's so interesting about the Eight of Swords here is here you are, submitting, imprisoned, so to speak. Mind control. They're using your mind to keep you trapped. But right over yonder there, we see a kingdom. That's your kingdom. You don't even know how close it is. Which is telling me that a lot of you are in an energy right now where you do not know what to do. You feel really stuck. You feel checkmated, like you're between a rock and a hard place. The divine is trying to send you messages showing you what you need to do, and you don't even realize that your kingdom, which is just a metaphor of you stepping into your purpose, that's essentially your kingdom, let's just say, your universe, your destiny, is within throwing distance of you. Now, the simplest way that I can try and explain to you what all that means is there could be a couple of individuals in your life that are holding you back from more than you could possibly ever imagine. You remove yourself from these individuals' lives, and it's within an instant. Your life takes this steady trajectory upwards. Everything starts to change. You will never know how much people are holding you back until you truly remove them from your life. And I speak from experience. If people are not supporting you on the path you are on, they must go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're not here to be the person that people tell you you are. And you are not here to allow other people to live your life for you. Because 100% of the time, that is not going to work out. All of you are being called right now. I just saw the bat signal above Gotham. It's that sort of energy. For the most part, everybody has woken up and everybody is in a state of shock and awe. But now it's time to act on that. Now it's time to truly step into your power here, however this may be showing up for you. You need to reconnect with your true heart's desires, your wishes of what you want for yourself in this life cycle. Then start evaluating what's happening around you. How are the individuals in your life reacting to that? And then you need to start making the necessary changes based off of what you're noticing. Now, this can obviously be you expressing to an individual in your life what it is that you're going to go for and seeing their reaction to that. That's going to be very telling for you. Okay, it's very important that you pay attention to people's facial expressions. There's a lot of ideas, inspirations, and messages coming to you in order to serve your highest good. Any of these fears that are holding you back need to be addressed right now. If you have any fears, write a letter to your spirit guides. Put it away somewhere. And then before you know it, you'll be on the other side of those fears. And one day you'll find that letter and you'll smile. You'll probably cry. I can't tell you how many times I've done similar. What do we have at the heart, please? Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the heart. This card follows everything I just said perfectly. This is a energy of lifestyle changes. Very action-oriented energy. You need to start testing your surroundings for chinks in the armor, so to speak. I just heard there are traitors in your midst. Friends, family members, competitive romantic connections, whatever it may be. You need to start being very incisive and putting one foot in front of the other and going in the direction of your higher guidance. Some of you have sent up prayers. Some of you have wishes, hopes, aspirations, dreams. Well, they're here. Now you have to go and get them. But there's things in your life that must change. Think about it. You would have already had those things right now, but you didn't. Why is that? It's because of the energies that you have around you. It's because of the behavioral patterns that you need to let go of. It's because of the addictions, whether that's food, toxic romantic connections, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, whatever it is, whatever deal that you have with the universe, there's something here that needs to be sacrificed in order to receive what it is you actually want. There's always going to be something that we need to sacrifice, and I speak from experience. The more you sacrifice, the more you get. Period. There's no way around that. Evolution is sacrifice, transformation, rebirth. The sooner you start to understand this and the sooner you get into alignment with evolution, the sooner you'll be dead center of those dreams, in complete control over your reality, the master of your own universe and destiny, the power in the palm of your hands. See, we all live inside a reality that wants us to think that that's just not possible. They feed off of our lack of empowerment because we allow ourselves to take less than what we deserve because we don't know any better. We're born into these life cycles, and from the get-go, we know what we want, but we don't think we deserve it. We're born with broken thinking. Doesn't make any sense. Why is that? It's our environments. We're just birthed into this matrix of distractions. It's trying to keep us from seeing the truth. The truth is in the pulse of the earth, and the pulse of the earth can be heard by watching Mother Nature and feeling it underneath your feet. So with that, you should know what to do. To simplify everything I just said, that's an energy of calibration and alignment, grounding yourself in Mother Nature. What do we have at the throat, please? Oh, wow. 8 of Cups, and there it is. Pisces energy at the throat. Start observing your thoughts and feelings. Get in the role of being an observer in your life. And I speak about this a lot, about looking at your life through the eyes of the universe. It's going to give you a different perspective, a different vantage point. You are not your thoughts, but your thoughts create your reality. You need to start monitoring them very carefully. Deep dive into the ones that seem to reflect scarcity and negativity and start eradicating those. Where did those thoughts come from? Because based off of the energy that I see here on this table, those thoughts come from these cycles that you're being called to leave behind, these individuals, these behavioral patterns, whatever it is for you. The universe is calling you right now. You've had your time in these cycles. You've gathered all the wisdom you needed to gather for the universe. You're being called to the front lines because you have something that is incredibly valuable. All of you were meant to run these cycles, whatever this may be for you, in order to gather this wisdom to gift back to the collective. Now, there's many different ways that can unfold, but whatever it may be, now is the time to get the ball rolling. There's a new direction that the divine is encouraging you to start taking in your life. It's very important that you don't turn back. Don't worry about burning bridges. Don't worry about how that may look to others. None of it matters, because all of that worrying about how that's going to look in the face of others is the reason why you've always stayed. The opinions of others. They will laugh. They will point. They will try and make fun of you. They will try and speak down on you. But those same individuals are the people that are going to come back wanting your help one day, just like I picked up at the beginning of the reading. Which is rather interesting because we're now understanding that we're reading the depths of the original message of this reading. I feel that I'm starting to detail what some of you have been going through. It's as if we're taking a trip down memory lane, but you place it as it fits in your life, because it's going to be different for all of you out there. But the overall general message here is the same. What do we have at the third eye, please? Tower. Aries energy at the third eye. There's a destruction being brought to these false securities in your life. This is also an energy of revelation. What you're going through right now is a wake-up call. What we're all going through right now is a wake-up call. We may all be on different parts of this journey, some further into it than others, but the wake-up call is taking place inside the entire collective. We're all coming online right now. Anything you fear, any of these changes you've avoided making, is exactly what you need to go through right now. The fear is an illusion. The change is on the other side. In fact, the portal to the new timeline is directly through that fear, however that's showing up for you. It's like getting to the end of a video game and having to face the big monster that's difficult to beat. But in all these video games, if you hit that monster in a very specific location, you beat it. It just takes precision and aim, so to speak. Being very methodical in your movements, very efficient. The universe is sending all of you a flash of inspiration, after which nothing can ever remain the same. There's a destruction taking place within your life that contains a whole new universe. There's all this sudden insight coming to all of you right now. It's not just another day, and it's not just another flood of messages or synchronicities. This is it. This is the big one. So again, whatever it is that you need to go through right now, it's time. Start putting the plan together. Work with your guides through meditation. Get out into Mother Nature. Allow for these messages to come through, and then put together a plan to start pressing forward. What do we have at the crown, please? Unbelievable. Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy at the crown. You have everything you need. The universe is supplying you with all of these elements. Earth, air, fire, and water. However that shows up for you. It's telling me that it's all within you. You just have to wake up to this. Wake up to the knowing that the divine is working with, and then the universe will start sorting everything out for you behind the scenes. You just need to come online, so to speak. Agree to the mission, so to speak. And then the wheels start turning for you. The magician is an energy of power and purpose. You realizing how much potential you actually have. This right here is an energy of waking up inside an illusion. Waking up inside a lie. This is an energy of turning all your struggles into your success. It's an energy of turning all these visions, these hopes, these dreams you've ever had into success by going through all that you fear. What do we have at the foundation, please? Two of Wands, Epis. There's this energy of sabotage that I'm picking up here. This right here is an energy that wants you to fear the unknown. Doesn't want you to go through your fears. Wants you to stay in fear. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing this giant monster. You defeat the monster falls to the ground, and then the head of the monster opens up, clearly indicating that it was a robot of some sort. And this tiny little minion crawls out the head of the monster robot. And it's in that moment that you realize that there was nothing to ever be afraid of. The fear was an illusion. This is a perfect example of what I'm picking up for all of you. And I've been through this. The things that I feared the most for many years, for many decades, I went directly through. And all of them, because for me it was people, cowered. All of them. Stuttered and froze in the wake of me self-empowering and stepping into my allocated position in the universe. I just heard, "Cat, got your tongue?" That's the kind of energy I'm picking up here for you. Fear does not exist. The Two of Wands is right underneath that Seven of Wands. Fear is an illusion. What do we have at the sacral, please? Eight of Pentacles, Zogan, Virgo energy. This is an energy here that wants you to lack focus and ambition, right? Stacked with this Two of Swords at the sacral, your sacral's all related to your passion, your creativity, your optimism. You don't need any of that. Just stay here. We supply you with everything you need. Why would you want to go align with your purpose? It's silly. Just stay here. Big narcissistic energy vibes that I'm picking up here. Energy of control, domination. Wants to tell you who you are and who you will and won't be in this life cycle. I just heard for a lot of you, this is a spirit that's showing up in these individuals in your life, family members, friends, romantic connections. A spirit that's followed you through many life cycles, trying to stop you from waking up to who you are. A light worker, a chosen individual, somebody who's here to help raise the collective vibration. Somebody who's here to help calibrate the collective vibration with the rest of us. The devil will create a whole world inside each and every one of our realities to get us from waking up to this truth. Truman Show vibes, and Truman Show has been coming up multiple times the past couple of weeks in readings. Oh, unbelievable. King of Wands, Asmodeus. One of the 7 high princes of hell, right there at the solar plexus. This is what a lot of you are dealing with. Now, it obviously doesn't look like that, but in the spirit, this is what you are dealing with. A demon with 3 heads. For some of you, this person has really bad breath. It's not going to be for all of you, but for a lot of you, yes. You can almost see the breath, it's so bad. I had a few characters in my life that had this Asmodeus energy, which again is a spirit. It's a vibration, it's a frequency. And sure enough, what I said about the breath was true. These people would all spit when they got angry as well. That's going to resonate for some of you out there. These weird little traits, you can actually pin down to different demons. This energy here is the king narcissist in your life, male or female. Very overbearing, very ruthless energy that wants to keep you engaged inside this karmic cycle, stacked with the 8 of Swords. Blocked solar plexus energy, powerless, feeling inferior, making you think that that's just the hand that you were dealt in this life cycle. That is a lie. I remember I got to a point in my life where I was so low that I accepted that it must have just been the hand that I was dealt. God responded to me, told me that no, that wasn't the hand you were dealt. It was just the lesson you needed to learn because we needed you to gain that wisdom because it's going to be useful where you're going. My life turned around almost immediately, like magic. A lot of you are in these karmic cycles that are a part of your mission, but there does come a time when you're meant to exit. And this is what's taking place right now. I just heard exit strategy. It's going to look different for all of you. But all I can tell you is you know when you're being called. You feel it coming from within. And no matter what you do, you can't get rid of it. What do we have at the heart, please? Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Indiscretion and untruth. This is read as Ace of Swords in its negative polarity. This is an energy that's creating setbacks and delays in your life. Wants you to lack motivation and feel weighed down from this karmic cycle with them, so you never come online, remember who you are, step into your power, and defeat them. Period. You stepping into your power and carving out your own path will bring complete disgrace and illumination into these individuals' lives surrounding who they really are and what they've been up to. You hold more power than you know. But it's you removing yourself from this cycle with these individuals that allows for the judgment angel to come through, sentence them to their day in spiritual court so they can start receiving their karma, which is all a part of their sentencing, for the evil that they've been subscribing to. That's the simplest way I can put for what I'm picking up here for all of you. Page of Swords, Refuge, Ha-ha-hia, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And now here they are, looking at you, standing in your power, right? Can't say a word. Now they need your help. Right here, you're on the cover of a magazine, a poster. Could be social media, right? It's just representing a form of greatness. What do we have at the throat, please? Ten of Cups. Ha'il. God, Master of the Universe. Divine Warrior. Confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. And this card is quite beautiful because what we see here is 3 individuals which all represent you. We have your higher self, we have your everyday self right here, and then we have your inner child, which is crying right here on your lap. This is an energy of complete alignment and calibration. This is what's taking place in all of your lives right now. It's like there's this point that you're approaching where you feel completely aligned with all versions of yourself, past, present, and future. It's almost beyond what words can articulate, but I think just you hearing me say that will spark something in your minds. I feel it. But it all has to do with this 8 of Cups. Walking away, it triggers something. It allows for this portal to open up. And it's in this moment that you decide that you're going to walk through all of your fears, which, as we discovered, doesn't even exist. It's all an illusion. The things that I feared the most, I was terrified of. I could have never have thought that going through them would lead me to where I am now. But what's interesting is I always had this deep feeling. It was that inner calling. But I never knew that I would actually act on it. So God drove me to the point where I had no choice. I was forced into doing what I had to do because I had to be made an example out of. I look back now and everything happened in this perfect divine order. It was genius the way it all happened. And there's absolutely nothing that I would change about any of it. You're all going to look back and you're going to feel the same, depending on where you are on this journey. Some of you may be having the same realization that I just spoke of right now. But whatever the case, there's an energy of complete alignment and calibration coming up inside the collective for all of us. We may not all be together, but remember, in the spirit, we're side by side. We create a web, and the importance that each one of us holds is just not something that our minds can even begin to conceive. What do we have at the third eye, please? 10 of Swords, right underneath that tower. Luia, Gemini energy. The marvelous God. Revelation protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams. There's a whole new start for all of you. This is representing this portal. It's like you go through it. You seal it off, and then all these eyes are watching you, right? This is them. These individuals having to watch you as you step into your power and purpose, however that is showing up for you in your life. And it's right underneath that tower. As you can see, this tower looks like it's driving through the foundation. These individuals being removed from your reality, from your timeline, imposter energy. They were just assigned to you to keep you engaged inside this karmic cycle of misery and madness. What do we have? The Crown to close us out? Too many cards. The Sun, the High Priestess. What do we have? The Crown to close us out, please? Powerful. 8 of Cups, Tower, Magician, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Death, Scorpio energy, Mamma Mia. God, the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. A death to this old cycle. It's over. You stepping into this whole new beginning. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is what this card means. This is you surrendering to the divine. No longer having to fight inside this cycle. Moving on to bigger and way better. You've been made to think that this is it. There's nothing better than what you're receiving right now. It's all a lie. It's all an illusion. This energy right here is about as destructive as you can get. Tower stacked with 10 of Swords. But when it's followed by the Death card and the Magician, this is nothing short of you completely manifesting your entire reality on the ashes of the old, by way of the divine and your higher guidance, completely tapped in and aligned. The more stuck and hopeless you feel, the bigger the purpose. Don't ever forget that, because it's that knowing that can remove you from any darkness in your life that tries to tell you otherwise. This is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations. Take care.